Hi there, this is Charlotte from Gamercast.net, also known as the terror that flaps in the night. If you get that reference to the t-shirt, then brownie points to you. It's an amazing t-shirt and I got it very recently, I'm very proud of it. So apologies, I've not been around recently. I think my last video was about a month ago. Very recently I've been doing a lot of crunch at work and I've just not had the time to do any videos, to be fair. I'm actually here for a giveaway, which I should have posted a couple of weeks ago, but I've only just gotten around to recording it. As you can see here, I'm here right now. So this is a competition, thanks to the lovely guys at Kalypso Media, who we recently did a giveaway for Unwerter of. This is for a slightly different game, although if you think about it, it's a little similar to Unwerter. So what we have is 5 copies, 5 Steam keys to give away for the amazing Rise of Venice. Now, Rise of Venice is a trading and economic simulator. Now, don't let me put you down by just saying the word simulator. It's not, you know, what some people might think. You could describe it maybe better as a strategy, but it is, in a sense, a bit of a simulation. So Rise of Venice takes place in 15th century Europe during the Renaissance era. You play as this guy who, after the death of his grandfather, decides he will become the best merchant of Venice, basically. So around the 15th century, it was difficult to kind of get a foot in if you weren't coming from like an affluent family. So the whole point of the game is to just rise the ranks of rise the mercantile ranks, and basically get to the point where you become Supreme Doge of Venice, which basically means you're the head honcho. You make everyone do what you say. This is achieved through three different avenues, I suppose. You can either become basically a mercenary. You can go around killing pirates, building up ships, helping protect other people, things like that, leading convoys. You can do this through politics. The Venice itself was ruled by a council. These guys were kind of the heads of all the families. What they said went. They vote for who becomes Doge of Venice, and also determine if you can rise up the ranks, because if they don't like you, then they're not going to say yes, and if they think you're this poor little guy who doesn't, deserve to be a part of the merchants of Venice, then then they can just say no. So a large aspect of it is kind of schmoozing with them, doing things that they want you to do, throwing them the odd bribe here and there. And then you've got the last aspect, which is like the biggest aspect, and to be fair, for me, one of my most favourite aspects, is trading itself. Now, perhaps you don't always play games in this sort of way, but if, for instance, you're a fan of Sid Meier's Pirates, and one of your favourite aspects, which was mine, was basically buying and selling goods, buying for the lowest, selling for the highest, for the various cities around. And basically this is like the main gameplay of Rise of Venice. So you set up your licenses in certain ports, in towns across Europe, and buy goods from them for as low as possible, find out the best places to sell them that need them, and then go there, sell it off. This is made by the same developers behind Port Royale 3 and what's the other one called? Patrician 4. I've never actually played Patrician myself, however I used to be a fan of Port Royale, which is basically the same basis. One thing that's good about Rise of Venice is that everything is done on one sort of map. In Patrician you had to go into a port and then it would load in a city and you do stuff in the city. In this, you just go to the port, you do all your trade on the same screen. So it's quite fluid to play. A really neat feature of the game as well is that it sort of has its own dynamic economy. So each city creates its own resources, and it also uses all these resources. The only problem is that it needs all of the resources possible in order to survive as a city. So it means that if it's not producing wood, it needs to get wood from somewhere. So either that can be through you, and you can sell them for as high as possible because they obviously need the wood, or you can just let the AI depend on it, and then other traders will bring in the wood and reap the money that you could be doing. You can also get building licenses for cities as well, which then allows you to create these resources that the places are low on, and then of course sell them either to that city itself or just taking them out, exporting them and giving them to other places for the same amount of money. It's all sort of, I think, because I reviewed the game a few weeks back, I think the best way to describe it for someone that's not used to playing trading games is it's a bit like eBay. If you get sort of hooked to the thrill of buying and selling, it's sort of what the trading genre kind of brings. You look around for the best prices, you pick up as much as you can basically carry, and then you take it to somewhere else and you sell it for loads more. There's a weird sort of addiction to it, and I think is a reason that I love trading simulators so much, and the same reason that I love buying old games, just the thrill of being able to find something that's worth a bit of money for like practically nothing. So yeah, we've got 5 copies of this to give away. If you're interested, please do leave a comment and you'll be in with a chance to win. We'll also be putting this up on the website as well, so if you comment on there you'll be in with a chance to win as well as Facebook and Twitter, that kind of thing. So you should hopefully see me soon for another video. I've picked up so much stuff recently. It's now the case of tracking down exactly where I've put it, because I know the last pickup video I did was bloody ages ago and I've picked up a lot of stuff since then, unfortunately for my bank balance. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon and good luck with the competition. Bye.